Hello everyone, and today we'll be seeing one of the problem from Codeforces. And this is a very weird problem. Trust me, boy or girl. Today, so I'll just describe what the problem says. Those days, many boys use beautiful girls' photo as avatar in forums. So it's pretty hard to tell the gender of user at a first glance. Last year, our hero went to a forum and had a nice chat with a beautiful. He thought so. after uh, after that, they talked very often, and eventually they became couple in the network. But yesterday, he came to see her in real world, and found out she is actually a very strong man. Our hero is very sad, and he is too tired to love again now. So he came up with a way to recognize users' gender by their usernames. This is his method. If the number of distinct character in one's username is odd, then he's a male. Otherwise, she is a female. You are given the string that denotes username, and please help our hero to determine the gender of this user by his method. And the input is given to us that first line of code contains a non-empty string that contains only lowercase English letters. The username. The string contains at most 100 letters. If it is a female by our hero's method, print chat with her. Otherwise, print ignore him. So, as you can see, we have 1 2 3 4 5 and 6, which is even number of distinct characters, 6. So we go ahead and mention chat with her, else we ignore him. That's a good way. That one is a good way to understand. Now it's very pretty straightforward. One can go ahead and use a set of characters, and yeah, he can go ahead and implement this problem. But we'll not use that. We'll do it in some different way. So let's prepare code for this problem. Basically, I'll just make it out. And I'll prepare code for this, which would be default Java. Okay, that's fine for me. And I'll just open the code editor with 2368. Cool, let's go. Okay, I already have a code editor running. I don't want that. Let's open a new code editor. Good. So now let's get started. Let me zoom in a bit, and what we are given is just a string, and there are no test cases here. Let me see again. There are no test cases. Okay, there's only one test case and provided a string. It's this one, and we are giving only a string to our code, and ultimately we append it as a result. Let's take string over here, string s, and I mentioned we are not using any hash table, but we'll be using a hash as a string, which would initially be 0. How would we be using this? So I'll be using char ch in s dot to char array. That means we would be taking one by one character from it, and then we would be going ahead to understand that hey, this character, what position it has from 1 to 26, both inclusive. So I'll take int position is equal to ch minus a plus 1. Now I got a position. I'll take a hash, and what I'll do is hash would be ORing with 1 move to the position appropriate. Cool. Doing this, I would set the appropriate bit, and once the appropriate bit is set, I am good to go. Ultimately, what I'll do is I'll take the bit count, or else I'll understand the count right here itself. Int count is equal to 0, and what I'll do is if hash and position is equal to 0. Let me again write a bracket over here. So I want this to be 0, and if that happens, that means it's a freshly visited. Then I will do cnt++, and ultimately I will do cnt-mod 2. Cool. So far so good. Can this pass the sample test cases? Let's compile this with 2, 3. Yeah. Okay. It's not ending, but it's a 9%. Cool. Where it compiles well. Maybe I can optimize it much again. I can remove the branching over here. Let me check. Oh, I just returned 0. I should not return 0 or 1. I should return chat with her or ignore him. I should return a string. Cool. Let me change that a bit. I'll do one thing over here is int result is equal to 0 initially, and I'll say private static string option is equal to new string of these two things, which is chat with her and ignore him. Now you're getting the point what I'm trying to do. Chat with her and ignore him. Once I have those, what I wanted to do is just flip this bit, flip result by 1, and I can get 1 if I can get 1 with a trick like this, XORing with sorry, 1 XORing with this item. So if this equals to 0, this portion equals to 0, I would be getting one here, correct, and that's the reason I'm flipping it up. But if I am getting a value over here, I don't want that value. Interesting. If what I'll do over here is, then if it is 0, then only I'll do 1. I'll 0, and I will just leave it like this. Cool. Not much branching, just a value output, conditional value output. Let me check now for this. with Java C would do for 236. Okay, count is missing. Not count, it's result. And structures I'll write string. String would give option. Cool. Java C. Java my solution. I'll just take out the name from here. Ignore him. Well, that makes sense. And if the value is this, chat with it. Excellent. And if the value is this, chat with it. Makes sense. So let's copy this code to our downloads folder for now. Which is a file to submit. Well, isn't copy has happened successfully? Okay, upload.java I'll say. Oh, I'm on desktop, that's what it is. Sorry for that. Upload this and I'll try to submit this. This has been submitted successfully. I'm currently in the queue. Well, this is my first submission for this problem. Let's see. And I hope so it will pass all the test cases. Right now it's on 31 test case. So this was a very simple question, by the way. I'm not sure why did I went ahead with Java if Python could solve the question, and why I went ahead with a new data type. Maybe this is a developer within me coming up, but this is the branchless statement. I kind of like this one. That's the reason I've used this, and use of this kind of technique to hash. Else I can just prepare the code with the same, but for Python right now, and I can try to use that 3 2 5 Python. And while I'm using this code, okay, well, you know what, I don't need all this things. I'll just do one thing, that I'm taking an input, and I know the input is text. I'll just split it to get characters, individual characters from it. I'll take a set of it and I will understand that, hey, if text modulo 2 is 0 or not. First of all, I'll do this. And I'll print it. Let's see what happens. Python 3.32 3.5. Okay, 3.5.2.5. And I'm having this character. Okay, something is missing, I guess. The size. Okay, I cannot just do anything upon the set. I just want length. I can do modulo for it. That's for sure. I can do mod with length, and yes, it is 1. What do we expect here? We don't want 1. Why it came as 1? That's a good one. That's a good one. It's been a while I used Python. Maybe that's the reason. Okay, split based on this now. Okay, how can I extract numbers from string in Python? I know how to do it in Java, but the same method is not numbers, it's characters. No, I don't want this. Can I do one thing like this? Like if I'm having Python 3, if I'm having something similar to like a list of pi. Now I see you. So now I see it. I want to split it. I just want to create set of a list coming up. And what if I do just set of hey there y. Excellent, that's what I'm looking for. Set. Can I get this? Can I get this done? Python, what do you say? For let's say this. Excellent, you can give me that value. Super sweet. Now if I'm having that, I'll just take a length of it, mod 2 with it, and I'll print. What I'll print is this, chat with her. If this is 0, else ignore him. I'll print it up. Super sweet. One line of code will solve this problem now. Okay, there's something missing. Is equal to, I guess. That should solve the problem. Maybe that was the problem. Chat with her. Nice. I'm getting the outputs right now. Are those correct or not? Let me check. This, ignore him. Chat with him. Cool. I'm getting the outputs. Let me copy this and I'll paste this code as well. And meanwhile, I'll also check that hey, my earlier code is accepted or not. I wanted to have this in brackets. Okay, it's still running. I'm not sure what. Oh, okay, happy new year. That means our core logic is good. Let me experiment with this one line of code in Python. See, within Python, like they don't want us to use Python, but PyPy, which is their own way. They mention that it's more faster than general Python. So let's see difference between PyPy and Python. So if you already know, let me know as well what am I missing here. But I'm quite not very in touch with Python, so I'm checking this one. Okay, often 5 times faster, slower for CPU bound up tasks. Makes sense. Let me refresh this one. And happy new year. That's a good one. So cool, one line of code, solve the problem. And yeah man, this is good. I'll keep continuing. Do let me know, do you like such kind of things, or I'm just making it up from myself that you are interested in these topics. So if you don't like, do mention that as well, you don't like. And as usual, I'll see you in the next one.